get back to it today. Keep eye on the prize. Try and stay focused. Do my best. So, yeah. Gotta get this board to the end of that. Might have to cut this out a bit. Got a couple new blades here. Cool. Got that evened up. All right, we're gonna have to get some wood running across the bottom here. Hopefully it'll just tuck in. Kind of hodgepodge a couple more pieces in, and then we'll kind of strap them down together into the wall, and then we'll start on that part. Cut a piece here to fit in that space, and then we'll cut a piece for the top part of this. Kind of wedge them in there, lay them down. And inside, pretty old looking on the outside, but it's still good. Cut a top plate. Well, it's not a top plate, it's, I don't know what the hell it's called, but we gotta cut it. So this piece, the rest of that cut, looks like about a good size to get right underneath that stud, and then I can cut a little piece to fit in between, small piece. So we'll put that on top because it's gonna obviously like be offset from that cut there. And then cut a new piece for that. Put some extra struts in after we get the top plates figured out. So there's our board. That's our board right there. All right, change of plans. Because of these water pipes here, I think I'm gonna have to cut a piece that I can just wedge right in here. And then cut a second piece that I can kind of wedge in there a little bit easier. Yeah, new plan. I'm gonna cut some of this foam out of here. Maybe I can just yank it out. Alright, that's lifted kind of up a bit high underneath there, which is fine. The wood's a little warped, so basically just I screwed them together, keeping them even. I'm gonna get that new piece in that section there, and then I'm gonna put some weight on it. It'll take it down a lot more, and when I get this plate on, I can be able to wedge a new 2x4 in between to keep the weight down onto the ground. And the cement's uneven, so it's not gonna be perfect, but since that's another inside wall over there, it will be fine. And eventually I think I might anchor these into the cement anyway, and who knows, maybe I'll pour some like liquid nails underneath, or wherever it's uneven and got space. But we just got to get the wood down right now and get the wall fixed up, and then take care of those little things after. Yes, next piece we're going to put in that last plate there. Then we'll start tackling this, and once that's done, then I think we'll stuff some 2x4s in between, kind of reinforce these with the new plates, kind of nail them together. And we got to remove that piece of wood, these fascias, see what we have to replace here, and then this wall will be done for now. I might even, maybe later, I don't know, just in case it rains, put some sort of cover over that corner so that water doesn't keep coming down into this exposed area, but that's whatever. We got the bottom portion in the way we need it for now. Now it's time to work on this. That shouldn't be too difficult. Got to remove probably about from there over that plank, that fascia. Wow. Honestly, I always thought when you find wood like this with a bunch of like shoot out holes and stuff, got ants all over me. I always thought it was termites, but turns out when you've got rotten wood, it's perfect for ants to kind of, it's like them building a colony underground. They can bore through the wood. They've got food, they've got water and moisture, and that's what all those little pellets are. That's what they dug up. Wow. Crazy. Oh, gotta get rid of them. This piece here hasn't been tuned through. I'm gonna keep that. Looks like that piece has rot and damage. We might have to remove that, at least half of it. Yeah, we'll probably cut half of that out. That'll fit in there. Let's kind of screw this end down to that stud, since that stud's in good shape, into that stud, because that stud's in good shape. This is nasty, but we're gonna re-support it anyway. So yeah, we'll get it knocked down into those studs first. Then yeah, we'll come along with the next bit on across before removing this stuff. Actually might remove this and this before we put the next stud across, but let's get this one screwed in. Holy shit. There we go again. Look at that. Crazy. That's what happens when you leave open wood outside. The bugs get it. Alright, well this board looks pretty new. Looks like something that my old man fixed a while ago. There's a big gap here between the like roofing and the fascia, so it obviously wasn't installed right, but I'm going to leave it for now. Because it does run all the way across. That's one long piece of wood that was replaced there. Yeah, doesn't look like it was done properly, but what are you looking at? You. Hey, what are you doing? Be nice, Cash, be nice. What are you doing? You tormenting her? Yeah, since ideally this roof is going to continue across over there anyway, I don't feel like I need to remove this yet, just in case. I'm not sure how I'm gonna attach the struts just yet. Actually, I mean, there is a chance that I might put the struts on top of the roof and build new kind of step roofing across, in which case I would leave this, but now that I'm even thinking about it right now, that doesn't really make sense. I could just bolt the struts into these struts here. That's pretty solid, and continue them across, and I can just double up struts from the originals. See, way over there, there's one slat, two slat, three slat every like 3 feet. But to strengthen the roof, I can put struts in like every 1.5 feet if I need to, just so one could potentially walk across this roof without caving it in, and without having to have like a post in the center of the garage for support. I'll just double up the amount of 2x6 that I lay in there. Anyway, I mean, that does tell me that this whole piece should come out. Do I want to do it right now? Maybe I should. Maybe I should. I need to get this piece off. That's the most important thing right now, to finish this wall. And I think that means that this has got to go. Damn it. Which means that all those other little pieces gotta go. And then I've got to either throw away the wood or I got to pull out the nails, which is fun. Sometimes you got to do what's frustrating to get something done right, so we'll do it the hard way. Here's a little good news, kinda. Looks like this board is 2 pieces, so I can Kind of leave the rest up there for now while I work on this wall. But I gotta get this fascia off. But yeah, maybe it's a little lazy. I should just take it all off, shouldn't I? Damn it. I hate when I convince myself. I've just got ants all over me. Jesus. Okay. I knocked ants into my water and my soda. Freaking ants everywhere. They're all over me. Ugh. All right, gotta get the nails out of all this wood. That's a big mess from the wood that I took out. Gotta clean all that up. There's ants freaking everywhere. Gotta pull that board out, put a top plate, see what's behind that, and then maybe even cut and finish that kind of fascia runner there. I'm not sure about that yet, but I might just replace it for continuity. Yep, let's get these nails out.
Doesn't matter what you say anymore. It doesn't matter what you say anymore. It doesn't matter what you say anymore. It doesn't matter what you say anymore. No surprise, you represent.
All right, time to get this piece off, see what's behind it, and go from there.
Pack your bags, here's a bill for the rent. And don't forget to pay us back to every cent you spent. It's better late than never, now it's over. You're done. It doesn't matter what you say anymore.
Well, that, my friends, is nasty. The drywall from the bathroom on the other side. This wood here, which was, looks like it was rotting in at one point, but got patched and painted. Quite a mess. The good side is that we got that kind of fascia board there on the inside. So I can nail another one of these and just finish it across. At least I think I should do that. I don't see why not. Just gonna kind of help support things a little more. Yeah, it'll give me more of a lip to when I put more plywood on top for the roofing. I'll have a lip there, so it'll be a good idea to kind of support it. Just continue that all the way up. Maybe just brush this off, clean it out. Yeah, first things first. Get that, you know what, maybe it is best. Top plate. If I have the extra 2x4s lying around, maybe I'll reinforce some of these. Yeah, let's clean this up, get that piece, get this top plate on. Just do that for now. Hey buddy, hey buddy, rough, rough, rough. Okay, I've got this roof piece here that broke. This was one of the roof struts coming across, broke in half. This would be perfect to cut up for that little top plate. I don't even know the words, okay? I'm making them up, but for that fascia board continuation up there. It's the perfect one to cut up for that. So that's what we will do now. All right, I made the decision not to match this up perfectly, but to run it along the angle of the roof here. I only put in 3 nails just in case I have to pull this out for some reason. But later on I can put a couple more nails in if I need to. The reason I did that is because this isn't exactly at the right angle. I looked up here and you can see that this is the actual roof line, or the line of the angle of the roof that has this plywood. And this board, you know, it follows the roof, right? This board doesn't necessarily follow the roof. So I put this one up to kind of follow the roof. When plywood goes on top of there, it will probably have a gap just right there until it meets with that fascia. Well, I think what I've done is the right move. That should work, because if we're running the struts off of these 2x4s, then that will have the same pitch as this piece of wood I just put up here. It could mean that this has to come off and be readjusted. That could be the end scenario here. But maybe not. It really just depends how everything fits together. So we're not gonna worry about it for now. Got a little piece up there just for protection. Get this top plate on here and then kind of start filling in this wall shit. I don't know if I have the joint compound for that. So might not be able to do that today. I'm gonna go look around in the garage. Maybe I can fill in what would be behind that top plate first, and then finish out the top plate and kind of be mostly done for now. I don't know. I really actually want to get the 2x4s in there. Just get this almost all the way done. We'll see. First this. Let me go see if I have joint compound. Sweet. Found some old stuff. Looks like it's still decent. Just filler. I think it'll work.